Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the Nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
Clover bit her lip. She blinked back sudden tears. What had happened to her in Nevada?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected.
So they were trying to see what were the similarities between these two Nonary games. Wait, if there's a morphogenetic field between the two Nonary games, and we're in a third Nonary game now, the Zero, who was part of those Nonary games, knows about the morphogenetic field and is playing it up to make sure that those things happen in this game. So if he's trying to get revenge on the pharmaceutical CEOs, then he's going to specifically put people into the places that died. So the number 9 man is going to die in all of these games, right? And the number 1 man is going to kill the number 2 man in all of these games. That's gotta be, like, there's some pattern here. There's some crystallizing pattern between the 3 Nonary games that's what they're trying to get at with these morphogenetic fields, right?
And the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany.
You know?
And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy.
I don't know. I thought I knew what you were talking about, and now I gotta get off the train because it started moving and I'm kind of freaked out by it now.
When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying you've got a telepathic bond with your brother.
So you're saying the Nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger.
Not just, I mean,
it had to be life and death.
Your old run-of-the-mill danger.
It had to be life and death.
Thank you, Clover.
And someone did actually die. A girl.
Did she have the number 9 bracelet? Huh. Junpei felt the sudden grip of despair on his heart. Something deep and distant and powerful squeezed, and for a moment he felt very, very empty and alone.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
Say it's Clover. It's Clover. It's Clover. Ooh, this man's back again.
I seem to have disturbed you.
Ace.
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long.
Yeah. We forgot there was a corpse here.
At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something?
Oh, Ace. Oh,
I'm having a little
Ace.
trouble, and I could really use your assistance.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls.
Come on. It'll only take a moment.
Yeah, sure. He's gonna cap me in the head, isn't he? Clover waited until he was out of sight and spoke in a small, quiet voice.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Clover ignored him.
Junpei, what are you doing in there?
I'm trying to solve the puzzle! Grumbling to himself, Junpei stomped off toward the communications office. I feel like some guy who's on Wheel of Fortune. He spins the big wheel, and it lands right on the jackpot between the 2 bankrupts. And then Alex Trebek says, "Stop, I need you for my Jeopardy game now. You seem to be very lucky. I'm gonna just take you to my game." And I'm just like, no, come on, man. Why? What do you want from me? I didn't even get to solve the first puzzle with the frickin' music box. Small screwdrivers. Oh, neat. Can we combine it with the music box? Oh, now I have the music in my hands. I am powerful. Perfect. A little bit of ink. I kind of just been putting shit together. Dirty cylinder. Now we just need something to print it on, eh? It's probably Morse code, isn't it? Look, it's a big old monkey with glasses. No, it's a model of a steam train. Alright, so it works. And it transmits probably a code to the door. And I just need something to print. Okay. So we gotta just... There we go, perfect. Boom! Morse code chart. Nailed it. We've got a Morse code message. And we are going to electronically open up this drawer. Snap it. There we go. Do the thing. Keep it going. Okay. Nice. That's gotta be it, right? I do not know what that says, or what it would say. We did it. We unlocked the drawer. I'm glad it had nothing to do with the numbers that we've been dealing with up to this point, the hexadecimal stuff. There's a red file, but what was under the red file?
Oh, it looks like there's something on the cover. A-L-L-I-C-E.
All ice? Alice? Wait, is this the girl? The coffin girl?
Alice. Does this mean...
Is this the file on All Ice? Ah, the son of a bitch! He's full of hieroglyphics! What am I supposed to do with this? Birds and snakes and insects and horned animals and wings and even some kneeling humans. Why did the ancient Egyptians write in hieroglyphics? It's so complicated! There's so much happening in each character!
What the hell is this?
Hieroglyphics? Junpei, dude, go to school.
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
Just like in my Duel Monsters cards.
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course.
Of course! Didn't you go to school, Junpei?
I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell?
What the hell, man? People are dying out here. We've got an hour left to live. It wasn't just 1 or 2 pages that covered the strange symbols. Every single page was in them. Alright, it's all Allice's book. It's all hers. She can keep it. She can keep her weird, wacky picture diary.
Huh?
Ooh. A little extra. Yay!
Oh, a key card.
Is that for Mars?
Uranus.
Uranus! That's the one.
That's the Uranus symbol.
Junpei looked over to see Ace examining the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved on the card as well.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then.
So it would seem.
Bottom deck library. Oh.
Junpei remembered something he'd heard from Seven.
Seven said something like...
Oh.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic...
Past the Forest of Knowledge is a library!
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the Forest of Knowledge is the library? Then
Dope!
Alice be...
What's wrong?
Junpei blinked. Only then did he notice Ace looking at him curiously, concern written across his face in equal parts.
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Here to share with the class?
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
No reason for Junpei to hide his thoughts. Wouldn't make any sense if Ace didn't know who Alice was supposed to be. So he told Ace everything June had told him. So we gotta wind back through all these puzzles to tell this stupid story.
Priestess and Ice 9.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster? They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice, and she was purchased
just
by
like Uranus eventually turned into Uranus.
Lord Gordain.
Oh wait a minute. Maybe that dude's Lord Gordain. Is that Lordy Gordy who's dead in the frickin' hallway?
According to Seven, this ship is where he hid Alice.
Does this all have to do with the mysticism around Alice? Around All Ice?
And you think that he hid her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Is Ace trying to get to All Ice? Is that why the Nonary games existed? And why he tried to get Lord Gordain's favor? Wait,
Yeah.
no, that sounds
Well,
cray-cray.
it is just a theory.
But that's just one theory. He stared off into the distance, his hand slowly and absent-mindedly stroking his beard. After a few minutes, his hand stopped. He turned slowly to look at Junpei, and his brows drew together.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Calling all Solins.
Cass.
It stands for
Oh.
Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals.
Why do they keep going on about freezing things? Cryogenics. They keep coming back to this.
Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane.
Because they expand, like pop it like a water balloon.
CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for
Other things. Every time Ace says other things, he always means sex. Used for sex things. Not the case here. No, he literally means advancing human life past the normal expiration
What do you
date.
mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps
Ooh,
also
there you
space
go.
travel.
There you go, like stasis.
Space travel? Are you
Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing?
I have heard of suspended animation. And don't call me Surely. The name's Junpei.
It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Journeys through space. That was when Junpei understood what Ace was suggesting.
Whoa, 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 wait a minute there.
Hold up, hotshot. You try to tell me that this whole experience is so that we can go to space? Is that what the Nonary games are for? Except for this revenge Nonary game, I think.
Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that Cass thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but
This is the
it
third
a
possibility that we've heard of how Alice was frozen.
If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist,
Your special magical Ice 9.
casts were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature,
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
you're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
Ooh, Ace.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Oh, the captain, not
Yes.
not Snake.
He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1.
Yep.
Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter.
Okay, good. So we're all on the same page.
Who else then could have done so?
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind.
Okay, yep.
But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters and killed that guy in there and run back that fast.
Okay, so we are... It happened before the game, right? It had to have.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages.
So you're saying it is one of us, or are you saying it's zero?
The door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
Man, that's weird.
Well, this is all only one...
God, shut up, Ace. Shut your stupid mouth. Shut your stupid trash boy. Angry, throw him in the garbage bin, roll him down the street, frickin' nerd ass Ace.
Is she really somewhere on the ship?
Shut it. But I do like the idea that Alice is on the ship. Junpei had only one clue, the key card in
Maybe
his
this card
hand.
will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge and the big mystery.
Knock knock,
What
looking
could
for
be there
some
beyond the
wacky
Forest of Knowledge?
ancient Egyptian lady.
Anyway, whatever. I'll come back to this later.
He gripped the card key tighter, shoved it deep into his pocket. I'll deal with this later. This is a future Junpei problem. Can we please just look at the gosh dang unique key that is on here? What are we gonna stick this in? I don't remember seeing anything that had a... Oh, that's the way. That's the way back. And I think this should take us back to here? Alright, perfect. Junpei, look, there's a minus sign on the screen. 8. So we've got to put in 8 numbers. And we've got 1 through 9 to put in. 8 numbers. Ooh, wrong one. Information about Alice. Numerical system chart. Can this account for 8 numbers? 08162432? It couldn't just be asking for... So once I've put in the 8-digit number, I just press E to enter it, and if I mess up, I guess I just press C? Okay, we'll give it a shot. I guess we could try... Ah, it's the damn sound again. Yeah, it couldn't have been that simple. 4 on the bottom, say 0. Z-E-R-O. Is that what they're trying to say with the... God dang it. These menus. Numerical system chart. So if you continue this pattern... One more time. Time to celebrate. 35, 14, 27, and 24. Should spell 0. Oops, that was the clear button, not the enter button. 35, 14, 27, 24. Clocked it in! Yeah, baby! We out of here. Give me that good jump for Junpei. Jump for joy, Junpei. You opened another goddamn lock. Excellent, you seem to have unlocked it. Good work, Junpei. Alright, let's go. Get the frick out of here, stupid camera. They're just literally meant the camera that's pointing at the door. The TVs that the camera is hooked up to say what the door's passcode is. Just so, like, blatant. Not that it's obvious, that it's so just direct. Ah!
All right,
Hallway has
let's
stretched
go.
out in front of us. Let's get out of here. He ran, and ran, and ran! The end of the hallway was a door.
That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper.
And he, like, looks back behind him as he misses it.
This is...
He dropped down to his hands and knees, quickly tore the paper off the floor.
Map of the ship's interior for A-Deck.
Yeah. Yep.
What's wrong?
Ace, slightly slowed by the virtue of his advanced age, my Game Boy Advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei.
I found a map for this floor.
Is there anything
I
weird
see.
about it?
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I should keep this, though.
What are you looking for here?
Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
Oh no. Junpei muttered angrily under his breath, took off back the way he'd come. As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. We good? We good? You good? We good?
Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
She took the zero
What
bracelet.
do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket.
Oh, a note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes.
What is the note? Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe we're gonna cut off here! She took the bracelet. She totally took the bracelet. She must have taken the bracelet. But what if she actually has a note? What if she has a note on her? We've come a long ways so far in this story today. We've got a lot of, like, thoughts, ideas, accusations. God, we've done a lot of just, like, work putting this whole story together. How does everything explain itself in the end? Between the games that happened previously to the ones that are happening now, to whatever is Clover is doing right now. What is she going to do with a zero? Her, me, and that zero are just going to walk out of here. Everyone else, they can go find their own way out. But me and Clover are just going to walk on out of here. Bye! 4, 5, and 0 make 9. We could just leave. We could just go. We don't have to be here no more. Oh my god. Just thinking about that's like messed up. Wow. Anyway, thank you for being here. I love you guys so much. It's been great hanging out with you. And I'll see you next time for more RDLP, for more 999, and for just more all this other stuff. Good night and good luck. And that's it. That's my show.